Hey, and welcome to a Chicago Beer Pass beer review. And we're rocking something that Nick picked up straight from the Revolution Brew Pub, or brewery, not the brew pub, this evening.
Right on, man. Yeah, so this is Revolution's Double Barrel XO Lynott Stout.
Okay.
So it's a variant on their Death Star. This actually, the descriptor is part milk stout, part imperial oatmeal stout.
Okay.
So Death Star we know is an oatmeal stout. So I'm guessing the milk stout is like very Mad Cow, that beer that was part of their Deepwood series at one point when it was in Bombers.
Oh, right.
So I'm guessing it's a blend of that in multiple barrels for 3 years with Tahitian vanilla added.
Okay.
Yeah, 17%, Brad.
And so it's only a special thing? It's not part of the Deepwood series.
No. So the launch party for Death Star was 2 days, and then on draft they had a bunch of unique variants.
Okay.
And this is one of the variants. So everything kicked, and what doesn't kick, they put it in crowlers. They're like, come and get it. Like, I think there were 12 of these.
Okay.
Come and get it and until it's gone.
And you were one of the 12 people to pick up another one?
I mean, we just happened to be there. Loose Key Studios, walking distance from Revs.
There
So
you go.
here we go.
Nice. All right, so you've had this before now.
Yes.
Okay. At the launch party.
At the launch party, yeah.
Okay.
So there was a 17 and an 18
Of this one?
of Lionettes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the way I get it, man, and I could get the barrels wrong, it spent 18 months in one barrel, and then it was transferred into another fresh barrel.
Okay.
Of a different spirit. Yeah, and I'll look them up right now because I forget. Well, I think one of them was Whistle Pig,
Okay.
10-year Whistle Pig.
Okay, 17%. That's ridiculous. Like it's a pretty big stout. Like most of the time they're coming in at, 11 to 14 is kind of our stout range.
Yeah, man. And then I'm slowly becoming a huge fan of this double barrel situation. I mean, because it layers it, but then also, like we saw with the double barrel goose, you get a much bigger ABV. You go from 12 to 17.
You saw. I didn't see that. I don't know.
All right, yeah. So 18 months in a Whistle Pig 10-year rye whiskey barrel, and then 18 months in a Heaven Hill bourbon barrel.
Okay.
Yeah. So one rye and one bourbon.
No, I like the double barrel thing. Like Firestone Walker's double barrel ale is one of my top 10 beers. Like
That's nice. I never see it, but yeah, you're right. That's like an OG in the double barrel space.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a stout. That's just an ale. Like it's easy drinking kind of, but it has everything you kind of want from those light barrel beers.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm excited to get a hold of this one, man. The night of the party, it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. You're like, who the fuck is Lionette, right? And then this is actually on a separate tap. It's not at the main big wooden bar. It's just
Okay.
this other tap underneath the flag on the other end of this joint.
Okay.
So I didn't really appreciate it that night. But then I took it the second spin on it, and I'm like, holy fuck, this might have been the best one there.
Okay. And so now, I don't know. And so if you got a crowler, it lasts for a couple weeks. Are they planning to put this in the series, or is it just supposed to be kind of a
there's rumors.
surprise, one-off kind of thing?
I know like Death by Carranche was a new addition. What was it? Death by Plums this year is a new addition. And there's some rumors for next year. I think Maple Death is rumored to be one, but you never really know. But I think what the cool part about this is that the most dangerous beers in the lineup, the coolest beers in the lineup, are always draft only at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more accessible versions of those beers are the ones they can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't know. This it smells very strong, but it tastes very light. Like
yeah.
it doesn't have any of the burn. It's not aggressive. This was gonna kick her ass.
It's a pleasant sipper for 17%. Like, what do we have? It's a different style, but it was a double, what was it, the double two-hearted?
Yeah.
And how right away,
Oh, that beer, that was too much.
it was all boozy as fuck, just kind of like nothing to really help with the booze, right? But this is just like kind of inviting, like a little baker's chocolate, right? Some
Yeah.
fucking syrup and fudge, but then like you said, the mouthfeel is easy, and then there's like a nice boozy warmth. The booze kind of complements it.
Right.
Yeah, it works, man.
Yeah. I'm just shocked at how smooth it tastes. So, man. So if you ever see this, because now all 12 I'm sure are gone. I'm sure there was probably a line or people
I
were
think
like
there might have been two left.
two left when you got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, those dudes, man, I'm still in awe of how well they execute this Deep Woods program, because they shifted it from like, hey, we're gonna have these bombers in these boxes every couple months to let's transfer it all to cans, and then let's throw the most ridiculous parties of the year every month for the whole damn season.
So every month there is a party for whatever's being released that time.
Yeah, so this was the first 3, and then this will be 2 days, right? And then every other one will be just a 1-day release.
Okay.
Yeah, and then whatever's left, they throw it in crowlers. That might be my favorite feature of the whole damn thing. Like whatever didn't kick, here you go. Here's some crowlers.
Okay. Oh, how was the party then for the Deepwood series? This event, I'm sure we'll talk about it on the regular podcast.
Yeah,
but
full on.
This beer kind of goes hand in hand with the Deepwood series.
Yeah, full on lunacy. It was a packed house. It was Friday. People were commenting that weather wise, this was the most pleasant one. It's always like really cold and dark and nasty during these things. But it was good vibes, man. It was a Friday night party at Kedzie, and the place was packed, but it was, it wasn't overcrowded.
Okay.
And then
so it's almost like a mini Fobab at this point, right?
It's a mini Fobab with their beers. You see Josh Deeth rolling around. A shout out to Marty Scott, because he's Rev Barrels on Twitter, and he's the one that's making these blends. And like, some of these barrels, man, like you stick something in a barrel too long, and you might lose some of the magic, right?
Yeah.
Like I had what was it, Reserve Rye from Goose last night. It was Reserve and Knob Creek barrels for 2 years, and the benchmark for that 2-year thing for me would be like the Rev stuff, namely VSOJ, the barley wine. It just takes on this whole other character that I'm just like, well, what the fuck's happening? Like you just like immediately like, man, I love this thing. So, but I think a lot of that comes from blending. So
nice,
man. Yeah, I forgot what you asked me, man. I just got carried away, man.
What was your favorite from this initial release?
I haven't had Death Star in a can. I had all 3 on draft. On draft, that Cafe Deeth really pops.
Okay.
Out of the can, actually, I thought the Death by Plums might have been my favorite of the 3.
Damn.
Yeah, because it was. You remember how Bramble Rye was like huge, like bitter fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, huge bitter fruit with like a backbone of some ripe fruit, and this one was in reverse, Death by Plums. So it was really kind of like had just enough bitterness. The bitterness wasn't over the top. It was just enough bitterness, and it was just this luscious kind of berry forward barrel beer.
Yeah, I remember going to that event. What was it, like 2 years ago, when they were tasting some of those with the currant, plums, whatever else there was, and
what the fuck is a plum, man? Is it
a plum?
Is it a God, why does everybody do me like this? Is it
That's
is it a purple peach?
No.
It's a peach, but it's purple. It's an apricot, but it's purple.
I would say it's closer to an apricot.
Apricot.
Yeah, this is like that 50 Cent joke that Aziz has, right?
No, I don't know that one.
He's like, it's like the joke that Aziz has. He saw 50 Cent at a place, and he's like, he ordered some grapefruit juice. And he's like, what is this? He's like, it's grapefruit juice. Like, no, it's not grapes. Grapes are purple. He's like, apple fruit, banana fruit, grapefruit. Basically, the joke is 50 Cent didn't know what a grapefruit was. He thought they were grapes. Grapes were fruit, not a grapefruit. And you with this plum.
I'm like, what the fuck's a plum? I've been asking all week. I'm like, what's a plum? I never just ordered plums. I knew what a currant was.
Yeah.
When the last time you just had some plums?
I don't know. I like plums.
It's all right. I was just like, it looks like, I think it's kind of fuzzy. It kind of looks like.
No, that's a peach.
These ain't fuzzy?
No, plums are like, they have like a skin on them. They're like a soggy apple, kind of like a soft apple.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe them.
Okay. Somewhere between a soft apple. We're getting off
like
subject.
if you had I think apricot, pluot, like in that same family of.
So I was closer than 50, so.
Yeah.
I was so closer.
You knew it existed.
Oh man. But yeah, man, I think so. old Gravedigger Billy. That's 2-year Gravedigger Billy. Super massive Cafe Deeth, which was out of bounds. That was probably the best thing there. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, Maple Deeth.
Oh, okay.
And I'm missing something.
Nice. So what's the next? Do you know what the next ones to be released are?
Oh, Straight Jacket.
Straight Jacket. Okay.
Yeah, Straight Jacket. No, I don't know what the tap list is, but Straight Jacket is November 15th.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
a week after Fobab.
It is a week after Fobab.
Yikes. Okay. All right. So do you think they're gonna keep this?
Straight Jacket and VSOR, which is a very special old rye.
Okay. And they probably will have some of these other variant stouts on as well.
Yeah, I was always intimidated by the party because you see the frenzy for it on pictures and on video. So I've never gone. So this is my first time going, and I was like, dude, I've been screwing this up. These are things you should be at. These are things everybody who likes this season should be at. Barrel Age season should be at.
I'll have to make the next one. Was out of town, so
Yeah, but after coming back, so went to the party that Friday. A lot of stuff got lost in the shuffle. But then going back a couple days later and just kind of enjoying just those 3 on draft, and then enjoying that next to it, and I'm like, wow, that's really the one right there.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So a lot of them are still on draft if you missed the party.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you can stroll in there and grab plums. All you need is $40.
$40. These are expensive plums. I don't know. They're not in season, so yeah, it makes sense. Cool. All right, so make it to the party. If you know anyone that has one of these cans or crawlers of this beer, get after it. Become their best friend. Like Nick was nice enough to bring this in, so this is exciting.
It's good stuff. Pushing 17% like this with this level of drinkability, it's just exciting to see.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. We got a full episode to record. Those go up on the YouTube channel as well, so keep a lookout for that. Yeah, take care.
Cheers.